5 things you must not do with your clothes to avoid contamination of negative energies. If you don't want to contact negative energies that can affect your life, your destiny, your glory, and your star, never you do these 5 things with your clothes. Avoid doing these 5 actions with your clothes if you don't want your life, your style, your glory, your destiny to be affected, and above all, be harbinger of negative energy. Do you know that clothes hold some forms of energy, that especially clothes you have already worn or you are using, and as such there are certain actions you must not actually do with your clothes if you don't want to contact negative energy, if you don't want your destiny to be affected, if you don't want your star to be affected, if you want your life to be so full of positivity and goodness and mercy. I've actually shared in the past that one of the things you cannot easily share with anybody is your clothes. But today, I am going to give you another divine direction of 5 things you must not do with your clothes if you don't want any form of limitation in your life and your destiny. If only you follow me to the end of today's video, you get those amazing information. But before then, please give this video a thumbs up and help YouTube algorithm shift it to other people that need it. As you do so, may God bless you. So welcome once again to Jenny Action TV. In this particular channel, I'll discuss 3 important variables which actually help safety and spirituality. Believe me, if you can understand and apply these 3 correctly in your life, the sky will not be your limit because your starting point. If this is the very first time you're landing in this channel, you're hello, welcome. Please do well to hit the red subscribe button and the bell notification so that YouTube will always notify you once I upload a new video. For my returning subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you for always stopping by. For my new timers, if you're searching for a new video, all you need to do is go to the search button in YouTube, type Jenny Action TV / the keyword of the video you're looking for. For example, clothes. Get the videos I made in the past about clothes you watch and get some value. So without actually wasting your time, let's delve into the video of today. Number 1, I repeat, stop sharing your clothes with anybody. Sharing clothes with anybody can actually inflict negative energies to you. Number 2, avoid wearing clothes of a dead person, a deceased person. No matter the relationship, whether it is your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, how lovely and how connected you are, wearing it attracts some negativities to you, because to an extent, human being is a tripartite being: spirit, soul, and body. Your soul is what goes to your Mecca for judgment. Your spirit remains in spiritual world, and apparently most of the time those spirits hovers. And one of the things the spirit does is that they still hover around their properties. Now, when you are wearing the clothes of a deceased person, you are apparently aligning yourself with that person that is already a spirit that is gone. And one way or the other, you are attracting that person. And you know that it's not easy to bring that person back to the land of the living, but it is very easy for that person to draw you back to the land of the dead. And that is why you can go to sleep and start dreaming of that person. From dreaming of that person, your dream becomes a reality, in the sense that something will happen, you can join that person. So to avoid this, please avoid wearing the clothes of a deceased relative, deceased person. You can actually burn it, let the smoke circulate to the universe, and they use it to make a prayer that if any man's hand is in the hand of those person that have died, let that person be burned into ashes like this clothes, and let every vacuum created by this person be restored in this family. And let God surprise you people, that even the destiny you think that is wasted, let God increase the destinies of the members of the family, so that we will achieve greater things that we thought this person would have achieved. It will be a better way of disposing that cloth, instead of going to wear the cloth of a deceased. Wearing the same clothes you have during the time you were experiencing some negative mindset to go and do spiritual work. This is one reason some of our spiritual work is not happening. Probably you heard that somebody has gossiped about you, somebody have gone to do sham, somebody has done evil. You are so full of negativity, you are so angry, you are so full of hatred to that person. Look at what this person have done. Okay, he think that he can do this to me. I'm going to show him. He don't know that I know spiritual work. I'm going to set him ablaze. Let me even write her name sometime and start burning it. That time you are expressing that negative emotion, that anger, frustration, and one way or the other, your clothes is absorbing those energies. Now, if you must do any spiritual work that will work on that person, you have to clear off negative energy. Remove that particular cloth you wore. I'm not saying you should throw it away. You can use salt and wash it for another time. wear a complete new clothes, come with a positive mind that God, you have said it right from the time of John the Baptist here now. The kingdom of God for suffer violence, only the violent take it by force. I should not suffer a wish to live. The manifestation of this person is attitude of a wish. I need you to help me to deal with him. Because actually, vengeance belongs to God, not to you. And that is why we do spiritual work for spirit, for God to command his spirit, his angels to work for us, not for you to go and fight physically. So those clothes you wear during that time, you were expressing those negative emotions, negative mind, your heart is boiling. Don't use it for that spiritual work. Once you do that, it will not work. It may not even be that spiritual work. Maybe that negative emotion has passed. You went to office, you quarreled with somebody, two of you exchange word, you almost fought, and so on and so forth. You were so angry, you expressed different types of negative emotion. You come back. Instead of removing that cloth and changing it to do any spiritual work, you feel that you just want to do spiritual work. You pray, ask for forgiveness, quite all right. You start spiritual work. That cloth can be a hindrance to you. You have to change it to a new cloth and do that particular spiritual work, and you will see it working. So apparently, for every time you want to do spiritual work, I will advise you to wear a new clothes, not the clothes you are wearing at that particular time, in case there is negative emotion you don't even know about. And then you will do that spiritual work and get instant result, because this is one thing that hinders our spiritual work from manifesting. Again, clothes you wear during traumatic experience. Maybe you will receive a news that a relative is very sick, a relative has died, you were involved in some traumatic experience, kidnapped, raped, or and so on and so forth. But God forbid, but such things is still a kind of possible. So, and you use that cloth to agonize, to mourn at that particular time. And then after that, you now start using that cloth. That cloth can begin to affect your spiritual well-being. For example, people that do a kind of a burial and others, and they sew a uniform in order to mourn a dead person. And then after using that uniform, they start using it as normal clothes. When the period of mourning is over, it is not right. It will affect your spiritual well-being. It will affect your life. It will affect your destiny. You will see that most of the ventures you put on will always end in sorrow. And that's why when people finish mourning, maybe they are doing business, their business is blossoming. When they go back to that business, it will start having problems. They will think that somebody came to burial with shams and invocation. It may simply be the clothes you are wearing causing problem. You collected back that cloth that has gathered a lot of sorrowful moments and negative energies, and even the time they were lowering the dead person into the grave, you were crying uncontrollable, tears were flowing on that cloth. Later you go and wash it and start wearing it. It doesn't work that way. It will block your positivity. It will make your life to be full of sorrow. It is advisable after that burial, after that period, carry that cloth back, go and burn it. Anything you burn and the smoke goes up brings a lot of positivity to you. So when you are burning, use it to make a prayer that today I burn out everything that concerns sorrow. Any man or woman that will sponsor sorrow into my life, this is how I'm burning you into ashes. You burn it by God's grace. But if you don't have any place to burn, the best way to actually dispose clothes is burning, because somebody else can use it. Then get scissors and cut it into pieces before disposing it in such a way that somebody cannot use it, and declare that this is how I'm cutting out any man, any woman, any power force is responsible for what I have been through, what I have passed through, that I'm cutting it off. Whoever is responsible for killing of this my brother, in case he did not die a natural death, or sister, or this person that was, I'm burning and cutting that person into pieces. And then you cut it, use it for spiritual work, and then dispose it for those that are living abroad or certain places that will say they can't burn, and then dispose it. But I told you, nobody will try and go and use it. If that person uses it, whatever happened to that person, it is the person's business. But don't start using it as your normal clothes. It can affect you. Spirituality is a lifestyle. And then once you can understand and start living it as a lifestyle, you look front, back, sideways, and look for problem. You will not see. The last but not the least, like we normally say that cleanliness is next to godliness. Be very, very sure that at every point in time, your clothes is always sparkling clean. No odor is oozing out of your clothes or out of your body, because once you are having a bad odor, you are attracting negative spirits, evil spirits, and your energy will contaminate, and you start having negative energies that will start affecting you. So if you have a cloth that you are sweated inside, used to work, don't just go say I'm drying the sweat. Wash it. Wash it with soap and water. If possible, add camphor every time you are washing your clothes. You will always be fresh. You will always be neat. You always be clean. And believe me, cleanliness is next to godliness. There is no other thing that will be attracting to you either than positive spirit. God will be attracted to you. Angels, guardian angel will always be vibrant, working for you, and see your life blossoming as never before. So with this, I've actually come to the end of today's video, believing that somebody has actually can find value. If you are one of those, why not give this video a thumbs up? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. The bell notification so as to get my next upload. Comment on this video, share this video and share it to everyone. I'm sure be helping a lot of people. As you do so, may God bless you, honor you, cause you to ride upon the high places of this earth. Still your lady Jenny saying bye bye.